Hello everyone, welcome to Study IQ. In this video, I will bring to you the part 1 of the best 200 questions from the month of January 2019. This video is very useful, especially for revision, and this video is my flagship video. I can say that this is my best video of the month, so I'm sure you are looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to it as well. So let's start the video. But before I start, let me remind you that Study IQ has some of the finest self-prep courses available for various exams like UPSC, SSC, State PCS, DMRC, Defense exam, Teaching exam, Railways exam, you name it, we have it. We have the courses for more than 70 exam. More than 70 exams are covered in these courses. So do check out our website studyiq.com for more details. We are running a Republic Day sale also till 28th of Jan. And Study IQ has made new channel for bank aspirants. Do like, comment, share and subscribe our new channel which is called Bank IQ. So let's start. Which police station in collaboration with the India Post has issued 10 postage stamps, each featuring the Ashok Chakra awardees from police departments? Now let me tell you, Ashok Chakra is equal to Paramveer Chakra. Okay, both are equal in bravery. However, Ashok Chakra is given during peacetime and Paramveer Chakra is given during wartime. The last person to win Paramveer Chakra was Captain Vikram Batra. He won it in 1999 during the Kargil operation. The police station that I am talking about is the Keonjhar police station, and for those who don't know, Keonjhar police station is in Keonjhar in Odisha. So it is collaborating with India Post and issuing 10 postage stamps for the Ashok Chakra Brave Hearts. I must also tell you which are the top 10 police stations. This is the latest report, and you can see this tweet. You can see the date by the Ministry of Home Affairs. Home Minister is Rajnath Singh, and Rajnath Singh, his Lok Sabha constituency is Lucknow, which is the capital of Uttar Pradesh. These are the top 10 police stations in India. You need to remember just top 3. So the best police station in India is Kalu. Kalu police station is in Bikaner district of Rajasthan. Second is Campbell Bay, which is in Andaman and Nicobar. And the third one is Farakka, which is in West Bengal. Now Farakka place you must be remembering because Farakka is a very famous barrage also that diverts the water of river Ganga into river Hooghly in West Bengal. So these are the top 3 police stations in India. Swachh Sarvekshan. Swachh Sarvekshan means cleanliness survey. Cleanliness survey. So Swachh Sarvekshan 2018 award for the best capital city in the solid waste management was conferred to which municipal corporation? Which is the best capital in India in terms of solid waste management? It is Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation. So Hyderabad is the best capital in India. It manages the best solid waste in India. But Hyderabad was also in news for other reasons also. So for example, India's first private unmanned aerial vehicle. Unmanned aerial vehicle is nothing but the drone. So India's first unmanned aerial vehicle or drone manufacturing facility has been inaugurated in Hyderabad recently. IIT Hyderabad has become the first Indian institute to launch BTech in artificial intelligence. This is the need for the changing times. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, this is the future. So the first institute in India to launch a BTech in artificial intelligence is IIT Hyderabad. India's first dog park opened in Hyderabad recently, and the first IKEA store, it's a famous furniture brand. So the first IKEA store in India also opened in Hyderabad. And of course, Hyderabad is the capital of Telangana, and there are 3 schemes of Telangana which are very popular and asked in exams over and over. So let's quickly review those. First one is called Raitu Bima. Okay, Bima is insurance, Raitu is farmer. Okay, in Telugu, Raitu is farmer. So Raitu Bima, it's an insurance scheme for farmers, and irrespective of the cause of death, if a farmer dies, the family will be paid 5 lakh rupees. And the cause is not important. Any cause, farmer is dead, 5 lakh rupees is given to the family. This is Raitu Bima. Second is Raitu Bandhu. Bandhu means friend, Raitu means farmer. So it's farmer's friend scheme where the farmers are given the financial assistance, right? So right now they are being given 4,000 rupees per acre. This is the assured income that they are getting. And farmers are very happy because this is the first time in India any state is giving them assured income. And this is even better than the minimum support price. So in fact, Raitu Bandhu has become so popular now that different states are launching their own versions of Raitu Bandhu. So for example, the government of West Bengal, they have recently launched a scheme called Krushak Bandhu. Krushak means farmer, okay, in Bengali. and in Hindi also Krishak means farmer. So Krishak Bandhu is nothing but Raitu Bandhu only, but the name is changed. And then there is a scheme called Kanti Velugu. What is Kanti Velugu? It's a free eye screening program for the entire population of Telangana, and this is free of cost. So anybody who is living in Telangana can go and get eye checked free of cost. And even Kanti Velugu has become so popular that other states are copying it. So for example, the government of Odisha, they have started a scheme recently called Sunetra. Okay, Sunetra scheme. And in Sunetra scheme also, the citizens of Odisha will be given the free eye treatment, the free checkup of their eyes. And in Telangana, there will be a new AIIMS that will come up in Bibinagar. So the government of India has announced 5 new AIIMS. It's very important. One will come up in Gujarat, in Rajkot. The second one in Telangana, in Bibinagar. Okay. The third one will come up in Tamil Nadu, in Madurai. Madurai, the temple city. And the remaining 2 will come up in Jammu and Kashmir. One at Samba and the other one in Pulwama. So Samba and Pulwama in Jammu Kashmir will have AIIMS. Madurai in Tamil Nadu will have AIIMS. Rajkot in Gujarat and Bibinagar in Telangana. And of course, Telangana, there are 2 important irrigation projects. One is called Kaleshwaram and the second one is called Gattu. So Gattu irrigation project and Kaleshwaram projects are irrigation projects of Telangana. And the Telangana police, they launched a mobile app also called Cop Connect. So all these questions can be asked from Telangana, and of course Telangana had elections also. Chandrasekhar Rao was able to defend his crown. Telangana Rashtriya Samiti is the ruling party, and the governor of Andhra and Telangana is the same. So now let's take a look at the next question, which is about the ambassador. So ambassador and high commissioner, the word, they both mean the same. It simply means envoy. That's it. So ambassador word we use in the countries which are non-Commonwealth countries, like America, like China. But in Pakistan, for example, in Bangladesh, we will use the word high commissioner because they are Commonwealth countries, right? So who has been appointed as the next ambassador of India to the Federal Republic of Somalia? Somalia's capital is Mogadishu. It's a country which lies on the eastern coast of Africa, in the Horn of Africa. So Somalia, Mr. Rahul Chabda is the new ambassador to Somalia. Now the 4 most important ambassadors are for Bangladesh, Pakistan, America and China. So India's new High Commissioner to Bangladesh is Riva Ganguly Das. And Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina again won the elections. Her party is called Awami League. Okay, Sheikh Hasina's party, ruling party in Bangladesh is called Awami League. And Sheikh Hasina is daughter of Bangabandhu. Who was Bangabandhu? Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, the father of Bangladesh. And India's High Commissioner to Pakistan is Ajay Bisaria. Ajay Bisaria. And India's ambassador to America is Harshvardhan Shringla. And India's ambassador to China is Vikram Mishri. He will replace Gautam Bambawale. So Vikram Mishri is the new Indian ambassador to China. Who has become the highest wicket taker in international cricket in 2018? Combined in T20, Test match and One Day match. All the 3 combined, highest wicket taker was Jasprit Bumrah. Okay, Jasprit Bumrah was number 1 and second was Kagiso Rabada. Now, Kagiso Rabada is a fast bowler from South Africa. Also remember one more player from South Africa. His name is Dale Steyn. And Dale Steyn became the number 1 wicket taker in test matches for South Africa, and he broke the record of Sean Pollock. Clear or not clear? Our petrol minister Dharmendra Pradhan, he is the minister for oil, gas and skill development. Dharmendra Pradhan, he has launched the Ujjwal Sanitary Napkin Initiative in which city? Ujjwal Sanitary Napkin Initiative was launched in Bhubaneswar. Now Bhubaneswar is the capital of Odisha, and Bhubaneswar recently hosted the Hockey World Cup, which was won by Belgium. They defeated Netherlands in the final. The final took place in the Kalinga Stadium. In fact, not just the final, the entire tournament took place in the Kalinga Stadium in Bhubaneswar. And Odisha was also in news for various reasons. So for example, Odisha has started a Mo Bus Seva. There is a Mo Bus service that has started in Odisha. Then there is a Pitha initiative that has started in Odisha. Pitha. There is a Kalia scheme for farmers that has started in Odisha. Then there is a Saur Jal Nidhi program that has started in Odisha. It is called Saur Jal Nidhi. Kalia, Pitha, and one more, which is very important. Indian Coast Guard has started Operation Oliva in Odisha. This is to protect the olive ridley turtles in Odisha. Olive ridley turtles, which you can find in the Gahirmat Wildlife Sanctuary and at Rishikulya Beach. Olive ridley turtle. In fact, olive ridley turtles are so popular that the the mascot for the Hockey World Cup was Oli, which is a olive ridley turtle in Odisha. And Chief Minister is Mr. Naveen Patnaik. Ganeshi Lal is the governor. Who has won the prestigious Rachel Heho Flint Award for being the best player of the year? Who is the best player of the year if I talk about female cricket? This time it is an Indian, huge honor, Smriti Mandhana. So Smriti Mandhana is the best player of the year, ICC. Tuticorin Airport is going to be which number international airport in Tamil Nadu in 4 years? So basically the foundation stone for Tuticorin Airport was let down, and Tuticorin Airport will become the 5th international airport in Tamil Nadu. Important question. And remember, Raurkela Airport has become the 3rd international airport in Odisha. Before this, Odisha has had only 2 airports. One was in Jharsuguda, and the Jharsuguda airport is called Veer Surendra Sai Airport. In fact, in 2018 only it was named as Veer Surendra Sai Airport after the freedom fighter Veer Surendra Sai. And the second one, of course, is the Bhubaneswar Airport in the capital, named after Biju Patnaik, father of the current Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik. Okay, Biju Patnaik was also called Shere Utkal. Shere Utkal. In fact, once upon a time, Odisha was called Utkal, and it was also called Kalinga. So these are the 2 airports, Jharsuguda and Bhubaneswar, and the third one will be Raurkela. Also, recently an airport was inaugurated in Kannur in Kerala, and it has become the 4th international airport of Kerala. It will especially benefit the residents of North Kerala who didn't have any airport and who had to depend on Bengaluru airport and the airports of Karnataka. So the residents of North Kerala, especially Kasargod and all of these areas, will benefit from Kannur airport. Now, one more thing, don't confuse Kannur with Kurnool, because the 7th airport of Andhra Pradesh has recently been opened in Kurnool. Clear or not clear? So in Andhra Pradesh, 7th airport has been opened in Kurnool. So don't confuse Kurnool with Kannur. Which state government has announced that it will create an Adhyatmik Vibhag? Adhyatmik Vibhag is nothing but a spiritual department. And for that, they will merge several existing departments. Which state am I talking about? I am talking about Madhya Pradesh, the central state of India, which is Madhya Pradesh. And Madhya Pradesh was also in news for other reasons. So, for example, there is a wildlife sanctuary in Madhya Pradesh called Kuno. Okay, full name is Palpur Kuno. Palpur Kuno is the same wildlife sanctuary where there was Gir relocation plan from Gujarat. So, in Gujarat, there is a Gir National Park which houses Asiatic lions. It is the only national park in whole of Asia which houses Asiatic lion. These were meant to be shifted to Palpur Kuno, and now Palpur Kuno Wildlife Sanctuary has been upgraded to a status of a national park, and it is the 12th national park in Madhya Pradesh. And Madhya Pradesh celebrated their foundation day. It was the 63rd foundation day on 1st of November. Can you write down in comments which all states they celebrate their foundation day on 1st of November? Let's see who answers this question. And remember, Jharkhand celebrates its foundation day on 15th of November because 15th of November is the birthday of Birsa Munda, the great tribal leader from Jharkhand. And Birsa Munda was born in Ulihatu village in Jharkhand. His village is called Ulihatu. Kamal Nath has become the new chief minister of Madhya Pradesh. He is their 18th chief minister. Before him, the chief minister was Shivraj Singh Chauhan, and before him, it was Babulal Gaur. Now, Babulal Gaur and Shivraj Singh Chauhan, they both are from Bharatiya Janata Party. Madhya Pradesh, recently they have a new district. It is called Niwadi. It has been carved out from Tikamgarh district. Tikamgarh district is bifurcated now, and a new district has been made, which is called Niwadi. It has become the 52nd district of Madhya Pradesh. Sanjay Kumar Seth has become the new Chief Justice of the Madhya Pradesh High Court. And recently, the government of Madhya Pradesh has taken a loan of 15 crore or $150 million from Asian Development Bank for making a global skills park, which will be used for skill development of the youth of the Madhya Pradesh. And Singapore will help Madhya Pradesh in setting up of the same, and it will be set up in the capital, Bhopal, which is the second cleanest city of India after Indore, according to the Cleanliness Survey 2018. Asian Development Bank is headquartered in Manila, which is the capital of Philippines. Which state will get the first goat fertility lab? What is goat fertility lab? As the name says, new species or new types of goats will be created. There will be breeding, captive breeding of goats, because goats give us meat and milk. The goat is also a milch animal in some parts of India. So all this will be done under the Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana at the cost of 22 crore. So goat facility will come up in Uttar Pradesh. Yogi Adityanath is the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, and recently the government of Uttar Pradesh started a Dastak campaign. The name of the campaign is Dastak, and this campaign is basically for eliminating Japanese encephalitis. Japanese encephalitis, especially in the eastern Uttar Pradesh, like in the town of Gorakhpur. Also remember, in Uttar Pradesh, there is a city called Agra, the city of Taj Mahal. So there, a bilateral Air Force exercise was conducted between the Japanese and the Indian Air Force. It is called Shin-U Maitri. Shin-U Maitri is the name of the military exercise between Japan and India. It is an Air Force exercise. But don't confuse it with another military exercise between India and Japan, but this one is done by Army and it is called Dharma Guardian. So both are between India and Japan, but this is Air Force, this is Army. Dharma Guardian is the first military exercise between India and Japan, and it took place in Mizoram at the Army's Counterinsurgency Warfare School. Now, India and Japan, they do another military exercise which is called Sahyog Kaijin, but it is done by the Indian Coast Guards of India and Japan, not by the mainstream military. And one more military exercise that India and Japan do, but they do it along with America. It is called Malabar military exercise, but it is a trilateral exercise, not bilateral. And Uttar Pradesh was also in news for various reasons. So, for example, the first international conference on bear. Bear is an animal; it's a mammal. So we need to conserve bear. So the first international conference on bears, it held in Agra, again city of Taj Mahal in Uttar Pradesh. And not very far from Agra, we have a city called Mathura, which is famous for the refinery. And the first elephant hospital of India has been opened in Mathura. The city of Faizabad has been renamed. The district Faizabad will now be called District Ayodhya. And of course, Allahabad will now be called Prayagraj. The Kumbh, the famous Kumbh Mela, the Ardh Kumbh is taking place in Prayagraj. Hazratganj Choraha, Hazratganj Square in Lucknow, and the Ekana Cricket Stadium in Lucknow, both are named after Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Atal Bihari Vajpayee died on 16th of August, one day after the Independence Day of India, and he was born on Christmas Day, 25th of December, which is called the Good Governance Day. And remember, Ekana Cricket Stadium hosted a cricket match after 24 years. Okay, this was the match between India and West Indies, which was the T20 match. Govind Mathur, he has become the new Chief Justice of the Allahabad High Court in Uttar Pradesh. And there was a Krishi Kumbh, not the normal Kumbh, it is the Krishi Kumbh, Agriculture Kumbh. It was conducted in Lucknow. So don't get confused between Ardh Kumbh and Krishi Kumbh. Ardh Kumbh is happening in Prayagraj or Allahabad. Krishi Kumbh took place in Lucknow. And a Lord Rama statue will come up. Its height will be 221 meter. Earlier it was proposed to be 151 meter, but later it was revised. It was upgraded to 221 meter because they wanted it to be taller than the Statue of Unity, which is 182 meter. So it will come up in Ayodhya. And there is a district in UP called Bhadoi. It is famous for hand woven carpets. And this has got the Export Excellence tag by the Government of India. So all this can be asked from UP. Now let's come to CII, Confederation of Indian Industry. According to CII, what will be India's GDP growth in the financial year 2019? What is the meaning of financial year 2019? It means 1st April 2018 to 31st March 2019. So financial year 2019 will end on 31st March 2019. So India's GDP growth according to CII will be 7.5%. According to World Bank, it will be 7.3%. According to Reserve Bank of India, it will be 7.4%. According to Fitch and Central Statistics Office, it will be 7.2%. Who has been appointed as the new Chief Information Commissioner of India? Chief Information Commissioner handles the Central Information Commission. His name is Sudhir Bhargav. Who has become the first ever Indian player to take 20 catches in a test series? This happened in the test series in Australia, which India won comprehensively, and he is Rishabh Pant, of course. Now, Rishabh Pant is India's wicket-keeper batsman and he is from Uttarakhand. Don't forget, he is from Uttarakhand. And recently, he became the first Indian wicket-keeper to score a century in Australia against Australia. Delhi High Court has allowed that which section of the Indian Penal Code can be used by the transgender community to register the complaints of sexual harassment. So this is transgender empowerment. If now there is any sexual harassment against any transgender, it can be lodged under section 354A of the Indian Penal Code. Prime Minister Modi, he inaugurated which edition of the Indian Science Congress 2019? It took place in Jalandhar in Punjab. So first of all, you need to remember that Indian Science Congress took place in Jalandhar in Punjab and it was the 106th edition of it. In which of the following Grand Slam tournaments the heat stress scale will be used for the first time? Heat stress scale was used to decrease the heat There are especially heat waves in Australia these days, so players can get dehydrated, and I mean there can be morbidity because of that. So Australian Open is the first. Now Australian Open is the first Grand Slam of the year. Second is the French Open. It is played on clay. Okay. Wimbledon is played on grass. It is the third, and US Open is the fourth. Now remember, there is a player from Scotland. You can also say Britain because Scotland is a part of Britain. His name is Andy Murray. Andy Murray has announced his retirement from lawn tennis. Prime Minister Modi, he visited Palamu. Palamu is in Jharkhand, and so he visited Palamu. He let down the foundation stone for which dam? Super important question. I'll tell you why. See, Palamu is a tiger reserve. Okay, and this tiger reserve is a part of the Betla National Park in Jharkhand. So the dam is called Mandal Dam. It will be built over the North Koyal River. The problem was it was not getting the environment clearance because North Koyal River passes through the Palamu Palamu Tiger Reserve. So the animals can be affected. But now it has got the environment clearance. And why this project is important? Because it will benefit Bihar and Jharkhand both. So in Bihar, it will benefit Gaya district and Aurangabad district. In Jharkhand, it will benefit Palamu, Latehar, and Gadwa districts. So the river name is North Koyal. Which two countries have officially quit UNESCO? UNESCO is nothing but the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. UNESCO is headquartered in Paris. Okay. In Paris, we also have the headquarters of Reporters Without Borders, OECD, Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, FATF, Financial Action Task Force, and UNESCO. Okay. Who is the president of UNESCO? Audrey Azoulay. Israel and America, they have quit UNESCO. So the answer is B, both A and B. I must also tell you that America has also withdrawn from United Nations Human Rights Commission, UNHRC. America has also withdrawn from COP21 Paris Climate Conference Agreement. America has withdrawn. America has also withdrawn from Trans-Pacific Partnership, TPP. It has also withdrawn from North Atlantic Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA. Okay. America's president is Donald Trump. Recently, on 3rd of January 2019, we celebrated the 188th birth anniversary of Savitribai Phule, one of the greatest Indians who has ever lived, because she started the first school ever for women in India. So remember, she was from Maharashtra and she started the first ever school for women in India along with her husband Jyotirao Phule. So it was her 188th birth anniversary, Savitribai Phule. On 1st of January 2019, we had 2 days. One was the 52nd World Day of Peace. Now, here you will get confused. World Day of Peace and International Day of Peace are different, although they sound the same, but they are completely different. International Day of Peace is celebrated by United Nations across the world on 21st of September. And World Day of Peace is celebrated on 1st of January. Clear or not clear? And the theme of the World Day of Peace was good politics is at the service of peace. Good politics is the one that contributes to peace. And 1st January we also celebrate as DRDO Day, Defense Research Development Organization Day. And remember, G. Satish Reddy is the chairman of DRDO. G. Satish Reddy. Who has been appointed as the chairman of the railway board? Who has replaced Ashwani Lohani? His name is VK Yadav. So Vinod Kumar Yadav is the new chairman of the railway board in India. Railway minister is of course Piyush Goyal. He is also the minister for coal. Who has become the new chairman of NALSA, National Legal Services Authority? It is Justice A.K. Sikri. Right now, the India's Chief Justice is Ranjan Gogoi, and he is the 46th Chief Justice of India. Delhi Police has become the first police force in India to digitize all the Malkhana. What is a Malkhana? So if there is a raid anywhere, right, the police, they kind of take into their possession all the illegal arms and ammunition of the terrorists or various other non-state actors, and they take them in their possession. Now these illegal weapons, they are all stored in Malkhanas. They are under the heavy vigil of the police. News coming in from Competition Commission of India, which makes sure that there is fair trade. Otherwise, heavy penalty is put by Competition Commission of India. So P.K. Singh has become the new secretary of the Competition Commission of India, and Ashok Kumar Gupta has become the new chairman. Now CIC and CCI are different. You should not get confused. Okay, CCI is Competition Commission of India and CIC is the Central Information Commissioner. So Sudhir Bhargav is the chairman of the CIC. He is the Central Information Commissioner of India, whereas CCI chairman is Ashok Kumar Gupta. Also, don't confuse P.K. Singh with P.K. Sinha. Absolutely not. Okay, P.K. Singh is different. He is the CCI secretary, and P.K. Sinha, Pramod Kumar Sinha, is the chairman, is the cabinet chairman. He is the cabinet secretary of India. who has been sworn in as the first Chief Justice of Telangana High Court. First ever. Why? Because there is a bifurcation. So Telangana became a separate state in 2014 under the Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act, right? Bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh. So Telangana have their own High Court in Hyderabad now, and the first Chief Justice of Telangana High Court is TBN Radhakrishnan. Okay, and who is the first Chief Justice of the Andhra High Court? It is Chagari Praveen Kumar. Chagari Praveen Kumar, and Andhra High Court will be set up in Amravati, which is the new capital of Andhra. And in Amravati, Andhra Pradesh will also set up a Justice City. And the government of Andhra Pradesh, they also set up a Bhudar portal for maintaining the land records. Which country ceased to be a member of OPEC? Which country has quit OPEC? OPEC is an organization of the petroleum exporting countries, and it is headquartered in Vienna, which is the capital of Austria. Qatar has quit OPEC. Now, Qatar is the leader in natural gas and all these things. So it is the leader. And Qatar, capital is Doha. Doha will host the FIFA World Cup in 2022. And last year in 2018, FIFA World Cup took place in Russia. It was won by France, defeating Croatia in the final by a score of 4-2. Jair Bolsonaro, he is the new president of which country? He took charge on January the 1st. So he is the new president of Brazil. And why Brazil is important for India is because it is a part of BRICS, and India is also a part of BRICS. BRICS Bank is called the New Development Bank. It is headquartered in Shanghai. Don't confuse New Development Bank with Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. It is headquartered in Beijing, not very far from Shanghai. Who has taken charge as the new Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Axis Bank from 1st of January 2019? His name is Amitabh Chaudhry. Don't confuse him with Sandeep Bakshi. Sandeep Bakshi has become the new chairman of ICICI Bank. Who has taken charge as the chairman of the Railway Board? It is VK Yadav. I told you Ashwani Lohani was earlier. Now it is VK Yadav. Which country has introduced the GAFA tax? What is GAFA tax? See, there are 4 companies which are very big. G stands for Google, A stands for Amazon, F stands for Facebook, and A stands for Apple. Okay, Google, Amazon, Facebook, Apple. These 4, there has been tax put on these countries by France. France capital Paris will host the 2024 Summer Olympics. In 2020, it will be in Tokyo. In 2016, it was in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And in 2028, Olympics will take place in Los Angeles in America. There was a committee. Recently, it was called BBR Mohan Reddy Committee because BBR Mohan Reddy was the chairman. He is the chairman of also IIT Hyderabad. So BBR Mohan Reddy Committee has advised the All India Council for Technical Education, AICTE, to stop setting up of new engineering colleges from which year? So from 2020, there should be no more engineering colleges that should be opened in India. And already 30 to 40% seats are going vacant in the existing engineering colleges in India. Home Minister Rajnath Singh has announced the establishment of a Bodo Museum in which town of Assam? Bodo is a very important tribe in Assam. Okay, and now there is a Bodo Museum that will be set up in Kokrajhar in Assam. Let me tell you some current affairs from Assam, what can be asked. Assam Chief Minister is Sarbanand Sonowal, and the second meeting of the Niti Forum for the Northeast was held in Guwahati in Assam in 2018, and the first meeting had taken place in Agartala, capital of Tripura, in 2018 itself. There is a famous dance also of Assam which is called Bihu. Bogibeel Bridge has been opened in Assam. It is India's longest rail-cum-road bridge. Its length is 4.94 km. It will connect D with D. That is a way to remember. It will connect Dhemaji with Dibrugarh. Both are in Assam. Okay. And Vijing festival was celebrated in Assam on the bank of the Ai river in the Chirang district of Assam. There is another very famous festival which is called Ambubachi festival. It takes place in the Kamakhya temple of Guwahati every year. Then Assam government has decided to celebrate Rhino Day on September the 22. Rhinoceros, that is a one-horned rhino, is the state animal of Assam and found in Kaziranga. Okay, Kaziranga, Orang, and there are a lot of important wildlife sanctuaries like Amchang, Garampani Wildlife Sanctuary and all that. Nightingale of Assam, she was a very famous singer from Assam. Her name was Dipali Borthakur. Dipali Borthakur, she passed away at the age of 77. The cabinet has approved the merger of 3 banks. One is Vijaya Bank, second is Dena Bank, which is the third. So the formula is VDBB. So Vijaya Bank, Dena Bank and Bank of Baroda. Bank of Baroda is headquartered in Vadodara in Gujarat. In fact, the old name of Vadodara is Baroda. Women in Kerala, they made a human wall. From which area to which area? Okay, they were supporting the Supreme Court judgment which said that women are allowed in the Sabrimala temple. Now, if they ask you where is Sabrimala temple, then it is in Pathanamthitta district. Okay, Pathanamthitta district, you have Sabrimala temple and the Lord there is called Lord Ayappa. Okay. Now, women cannot enter the sanctum sanctorum. They cannot touch the holy deity there. Okay. But women, they are, I mean, now supported by the Supreme Court. So, two women, in fact, they braved all the police and all the, I mean, people they were protesting, and they touched the deity. Now, I mean, the cases are going on, and what happens to these women remains to be seen. But the wall was from Kasargod to Tiruvananthapuram. So, it was from North Kerala to Tiruvananthapuram, that is South Kerala. Okay. There was a wall made from Kasargod to Tiruvananthapuram. The Reserve Bank has set up an expert committee under which person to suggest long-term solutions for the economic and financial sustainability of the MSME sector, micro, small and medium enterprises. And who is the Minister for MSMEs? Giriraj Singh. Giriraj Singh is the MSME Minister of India. The Reserve Bank has set up an expert committee under which person? Under UK Sinha. The celebrated cricket coach who was Sachin Tendulkar's cricket coach who passed away, his name was Ramakant Achrekar. He was the cricket coach for not only Sachin Tendulkar but Vinod Kambli also. Under Saubhagya scheme, India has achieved 100% electrification in how many states? There are 29 states of India, and in 25 states, 100% electrification has under the Pradhan Mantri Sahaj Bijli Har Ghar Yojana, which is called Saubhagya scheme in short. And which are the 4 states where 100% households have not achieved electricity? Assam, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh and Meghalaya. These are the remaining, otherwise remaining 25 all have achieved 100% electrification. Now, South Africa was in news recently because South Africa has assumed the seat as a non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council. Okay, there are 5 permanent members of the Security Council: UK, France, America, China and Russia. These are the 5 permanent members of the Security Council, but there are non-permanent members also. So South Africa has become the latest non-permanent member. South Africa's currency is rand, and South Africa's president, his name is Cyril Ramaphosa. He will become India's chief guest at the 26th Jan Republic Day parade. Life Insurance Corporation of India Managing Director Hemant Bhargav, he has also become the chairman of LIC. Now, Life Insurance Corporation LIC is the largest general insurance company of India, and managing director and chairman now both is Hemant Bhargav. According to UNICEF, United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, India welcomed almost 70,000 babies on New Year's Day. That is 1st of January, highest in the world. Okay, so we are welcoming, 70,000 babies on the new day. We welcomed them, and this was the figure given by UNICEF. You need to remember it. UNICEF is headquartered in New York, and Henrietta Fore is the president of UNICEF. Now, you must also remember that the second highest number of babies, they came in China, and the third highest came in Nigeria. International Advertising Association, they will host the International Advertising Association World Congress at Kochi from 20th of February. It will take place in Kochi, Kerala. By the way, Kochi airport was the first airport in the world, not just in India, to be completely solar power lit. The Indian Society for Remote Sensing, they have given the award, National Geospatial Award for Excellence, to IIT Professor Jayant Kumar Ghosh. Jayant Kumar Ghosh has been given the National Geospatial Award for Excellence. Which international airport in Port Blair? Port Blair is the capital of Andaman Nicobar. It was declared as an authorized immigration checkpost for entry into and exit from India. Which airport are we talking about? It is called the Veer Savarkar International Airport. Veer Savarkar International Airport. And recently there are 3 islands in Andaman Nicobar which were renamed. Like for example, Ross Island was named after Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay, Ross Island. There were others also. One was called Swaraj Dweep. One was called Shahid Dweep. So you can write these 3 in comments. Which country's spacecraft Chang'e 4 has made the first ever landing on the far side of the moon? Chang'e 4 is Chinese. Okay, it's a moon rover from China. Now remember, it was able to sprout the cotton seeds on moon. So it shows that, even on moon we can have vegetables. Which state has approved the online transfer policy of the school education department, ensuring equal opportunity for all employees using online method for seeking transfer? So basically there is always this issue of non-transparency in the transfers of the school teacher. Now there is an online transfer policy that has been started by the government of Punjab. And remember, Punjab, Captain Amrinder Singh is the Chief Minister of Punjab, capital is Chandigarh. So what are the current affairs from Punjab that can be asked? There is a military literature festival that took place in Chandigarh. Military Literature Festival. Then the 13th Confederation of Indian Industry Agrotech India Festival took place in Chandigarh again. Shahpur Kandi Dam, this is very important. So Jammu Kashmir and Punjab, together they will be making the Shahpur Kandi Dam. It will benefit both Jammu Kashmir and Punjab. So it will come up on river Ravi in Punjab. Ravi is a tributary of the Indus River. Kartarpur corridor will connect India and Pakistan. So it will basically connect India's border district of Gurdaspur. In Gurdaspur, there is a very important temple, not temple, Gurudwara. So Dera Baba Nanak. So it will connect Dera Baba Nanak in Gurdaspur to Kartarpur in Pakistan. Now, important thing is Kartarpur is very important for the Sikhs because Kartarpur is where the first Sikh Guru, Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, he let down his life. He left the body in Kartarpur. Okay, so Gurdaspur will be connected to Kartarpur. Gurdaspur is in Indian Punjab, Kartarpur is in Pakistani Punjab. And the capital of Pakistani Punjab is Lahore. And the capital of Pakistani Sindh is Karachi. And the capital of Pakistani Khyber Pakhtunkhwa is Peshawar. And Balochistan is Quetta. Now, Punjab has become third Indian state after Maharashtra and Gujarat to ban hookah bar. The Union Cabinet has approved the amendment of which Trade Union Act to facilitate recognition of trade unions at the central and the federal level. Which Trade Union Act has been amended? It is the Trade Unions Act of 1926. Which country has secured the top position in the Climate Change Performance Index? The country is Sweden. Sweden's capital is Stockholm. And in Stockholm, we have something known as Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, which is called SIPRI. Indian Space Research Organization, they will launch how many space missions in 2019? The total number of their space missions has been pegged at 32. 32. ISRO chairman is K. Sivan. Which state has launched the Krishak Bandhu scheme? So Krishak Bandhu is very similar to Raitu Bandhu of Telangana. Krishak Bandhu is launched by the government of West Bengal. Now remember, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, she has recently won the Scotch Chief Minister of the Year award. Which state government has introduced a 0.5% Gau Kalyan, which is cow welfare cess? So a tax on tax is called a cess. 0.5%, this cess will be used to make a lot of cow shelters in Uttar Pradesh. Also remember, Rajasthan government was the first in India to have a cow ministry. And Madhya Pradesh government is the second government in India to have a ministry for cows. Also, the government of Madhya Pradesh is the first government in India to start a train for cows, which is called Cow Express. Who has been appointed as the Director General of Ordnance Factory and the chairman of the Ordnance Factory Board? Ordnance Factory is where our weapons are made. Very, very important. Saurabh Kumar is the new chairman and Director General of Ordnance Factory Board. Who has become the fastest batsman to reach 19,000 international runs? Fastest batsman means in the least number of matches. He is the charismatic Virat Kohli. Now remember, Virat Kohli is the brand ambassador for these many brands. Tissot, it is a watch company. Puma, it's a shoes company. Not shoes, I mean, basically all the sports apparels are there of Puma. Audi is a car company from Germany. Maneuver, it's a traditional wear brand, Indian brand. Uber is the taxi aggregator from America. And Uber's CEO is Dara Khosrow Shahi. Boost is the secret of my energy. Anyways, so there is a festival called Makaravillaku. Okay, Makaravillaku festival started where? It's a 21-day long festival. So it started in the Shabrimala temple, Lord Appa temple in Kerala, Pathanamthitta district. Archaeological Survey of India, it has declared how many monuments as the monuments of national importance. There are 6 monuments that were declared as monuments of national importance in 2018, and their names are important. Okay, because in the exam they will give the question like this: which among these 4 monuments was not declared as a monument of national importance? So you need to remember the names. So there is a High Court building in Nagpur, Maharashtra. Nagpur, the city of oranges. Haveli of Aga Khan. Haveli is nothing but it's a fortress, in Agra. Haveli of Hathi Khana, again in Agra. Neemrana Bawadi in Rajasthan's Alwar district. Group of temples in the Ranipur Jharel in Odisha's Bolanga district. And Vishnu temple in Pitoragad in Uttarakhand. So these 6 have been declared monuments of national importance. Train 18. It is India's fastest train. Why? Because it can reach a speed of 180 km per hour. It is manufactured in the Integral Coach Factory in Chennai. There is a place in Chennai called Perambur where the Integral Coach Factory is there. It has manufactured the coaches of the Train 18. So it will run from Delhi to where? It will run from Delhi to Varanasi. Varanasi is the Lok Sabha constituency of Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi. The old name of Varanasi is Banaras. Integrated check post at More. The Dolai Tabi Barrage project was inaugurated by Pradhan Mantri Modi in which state? This Dolai Tabi Barrage project is a project in Manipur. The Ministry of Human Resource Development has constituted a task force, or a task force is nothing but a committee on any action plan, to look into the reasons of the suicides reported by which government school. Which government school is becoming infamous for the suicide? It is the Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya School. So much so that there is a committee formed to look into this matter by the Minister of HRD, Prakash Javadekar. Arunima Sinha has become the first woman amputee to climb Mount Vinson, which is the highest peak of which continent? Arunima Sinha is from Uttar Pradesh and her autobiography is called Born Again on the Mountain. Born Again on the Mountain, and Mount Vinson is the highest peak of Antarctica. And remember one more person, Satyarup Siddhant from West Bengal, India. Satyarup Siddhant has become the youngest person to climb all the 7 peaks of various continents in the world. Youngest in the world to climb 7 peaks. Which state has launched the Pran Raksha web app? Pran Raksha mobile app has been launched by the government of Andhra Pradesh, and the Bhoodar app has also been launched by Andhra Pradesh. To resurrect Saraswati River, which state has launched the projects related to it? Resurrect means they want to infuse a new lease of life in this very polluted river in Haryana. So the answer is Haryana. Now there can be a lot of current affairs that can be asked from Haryana, and these are very important because Haryana, often people, they don't focus on Haryana, but actually it is very important. So Haryana government has launched a mobile app which is called Siksha Setu. Okay, on this mobile app, basically the students can get to know their marks, their attendance, and everything can be shared with their parents. World Herbal Forest Project, it is named Patanjali because it is a project by the Patanjali company, which is a fast moving consumer goods company, okay, owned by Baba Ramdev and also by Acharya Balkrishna. So Patanjali World Herbal Forest Project is coming up in a place called Morni Hill. It is in Panchkula, Chandigarh, near Chandigarh in Haryana. India's largest cancer hospital has been opened in Haryana. It is called National Cancer Institute. It has been opened in Jhajjar in Haryana. India's first Shri Vishwakarma Skill Development University has been opened in Haryana at a place called Palwal. Palwal. It is on the Agra highway. Nothing but NH2, which connects Delhi with Kolkata. NH2 as per the old naming. Swachh Sarvekshan or the Cleanliness Survey Grameen, that is rural, award was given to Haryana Best State. Now please don't get confused here. If I ask you which is the best performing state in Cleanliness Survey or Swachh Sarvekshan, answer is Jharkhand. But if I say which is the best performing state in Cleanliness Survey rural or Grameen, it is Haryana. So don't get confused between Jharkhand and Haryana. Haryana's university, which is located in a district called Rohtak, it is called Maharishi Dayanand University, MDU. It has been declared the cleanest government university by the Ministry of HRD. Haryana Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar, he has announced the launch of an anti-terrorist force by the government of Haryana. It will be called Kavach. Kavach in English means shield. So the anti-terrorist force will be called Kavach. Haryana government, they have started a scheme for animal welfare. It is called Pashu Sanjeevani Seva, which means that Haryana will run mobile veterinary clinics where the animal specialist doctors, they will go to villages and they will give free treatment to the animals. Then there is a university in Haryana which is called YMCA University. It is in Faridabad and now it has been renamed to JC Bose University. Jagdish Chandra Bose was a great scientist from West Bengal who worked extensively on plants. So JC Bose University of Science and Technology is the new name for YMCA Faridabad. There is a 17-year-old girl from Haryana called Shivangi Pathak. She has become the youngest Indian woman to reach the peak of Mount Everest. And very recently, she has also scaled Mount Kilimanjaro, which is the highest peak of Africa. It is located in Tanzania. Tanzania's capital is Dodoma. And this girl, Shivangi Pathak, has been given the title the Eagle of Mountain. There is a tropical storm called Usman. It is locally called Usman. This Usman cyclone hit which country? It caused many deaths also. Usman hit Philippines. Remember, there is a cyclone called Pabuk. It recently came to Andaman and Nicobar. Rishabh Pant has become the first Indian wicketkeeper to score a test century in Australia. He is from which state? He is from Uttarakhand. And he also took more than 20 catches, becoming the first wicketkeeper to do so in Australia. Now remember, Tripura will set up International Buddhist University. International Buddhist University will be set up in Tripura. Tripura's capital is Agartala and Biplab Kumar Dev is the chief minister. Switzerland has won the Hopman Cup. Hopman Cup is for lawn tennis. You can see Roger Federer and Belinda Bencic here. They are from Switzerland. So Switzerland won the Hopman Cup, and there is one more cup called Fed Cup. Fed Cup was won by Czech Republic, and one more you need to remember, Davis Cup. Davis Cup was won by Croatia. Fed Cup was won by Czech Republic and Davis Cup was won by Croatia. The oldest lawn tennis tournament in the world is the Wimbledon. The Union Ministry of Human Resource Development, they have approved the establishment of a Center for Classical Language in which city? Please don't confuse it with Central Institute of Indian Languages, which is very famous and it is in Mysuru. Okay, Center for Classical Language has been established, will be established in Kerala. Okay, Kerala. And we already have a Central Institute of Indian Languages which is in Mysuru. 15-year-old class 9 student Wangbam Lamgamba Singh of which state? He has been selected by the Indian Council for Child Welfare for receiving the National Bravery Award. So he is from Manipur. He is from Manipur and he has got the National Bravery Award. National Green Tribunal has imposed a fine of 100 crore rupees on which state's government for its failure to curb illegal coal mining in the state. 100 crore rupee fine has been put on Meghalaya because they were not able to prevent the illegal coal mining. Also remember, National Green Tribunal chairman is Justice A.K. Goyal, Adarsh Kumar Goyal, and National Green Tribunal put a fine of 25 crore rupees on the government of Delhi because they have not been able to control the pollution. Who has become the first businessman or tycoon or business magnate to be charged as an offender under the Fugitive Economic Offenders Act 2018? His name is Vijay Mallya. He will be extradited from Britain to India because he is hiding in Britain. Now let me tell you something important here. Fugitive Economic Offenders Act will only apply when there is an offence of more than 100 crore. Which state has bagged the Central Board of Irrigation and Power CBIP award for speedy execution of the Polavaram Multipurpose Project? Polavaram Multipurpose Project has been speeded up by the government of Andhra Pradesh. Okay, so much so that it has entered into the Guinness World Record for inducting maximum concrete in a day. Now, why was Andhra Pradesh in news? I will tell you 3-4 more points. So recently, Indian Air Force conducted their own military exercise called Crossbow. It took place in a place called Surya Lanka in Andhra Pradesh. They have started a Bhudar portal for maintaining land records, and they have taken a loan from the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, which is a Chinese-dominated bank headquartered in Beijing. It has got a loan of 40 crore or $400 million for the water sanitation project. Then the Indra Navy, it's a military exercise between India and Russia. It took place in Vizag, Visakhapatnam. The Central Tribal University is coming up in Andhra Pradesh in Vizianagaram. Okay, Andhra Pradesh is the number 1 state in India for ease of doing business. And the government of Andhra Pradesh, they have a scheme for giving allowance to the people who don't have jobs. It is called Yuva Nestham scheme. And the government of Andhra Pradesh, in association with MasterCard, they have made a digital platform for the farmers of Andhra Pradesh. It is called eRaitu. Now please don't confuse Raitu Bima and Raitu Bandhu with eRaitu. That is because in Telugu, Raitu is farmer and Telugu is the language of both Andhra and Telangana. Raitu Bima and Raitu Bandhu is Telangana, eRaitu is Andhra. Cheteshwar Pujara faced how many balls in Australia series? He broke Rahul Dravid's record also. He faced total of 1258 balls. He's the man of the series in the test matches in Australia. We won in Australia. We became the first Asian team to win a test series in Australia. Pakistan declared which ancient Hindu religious site as national heritage? Pakistan's new Prime Minister is Imran Khan. His party is called Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, PTI. Okay, and the new Arif Alvi. Arif Alvi is the new president of Pakistan. Okay, so it is called Panj Tirath. Panj Tirath has been declared a national heritage by Pakistan. A single window integrated environmental management system named Parivesh will be rolled out at state level by which date? Parivesh has already been rolled out across India January the 15th. Now you need to remember here that the environmental management system by the government of India is called Parivesh. Which state has launched the Atal Solar Krishi Pump Yojana, where they will incentivize the farmer, they will motivate farmer to put solar pumps for irrigation? It is Maharashtra, and they will give huge subsidies for the same. Maharashtra Chief Minister is Devendra Fadnavis. Which team has won the Season 6 of the Pro Kabaddi title? Season 6 of the Pro Kabaddi title has been won by Bengaluru Bulls. Bangalore Bulls. Now please don't confuse Bangalore Bulls with Bangalore Raptors. Can you tell me Bangalore Raptors has won which trophy recently? Which title? Who has won the Maharashtra Open 2019 title? Maharashtra Open, earlier it was called Chennai Open. Now from Tamil Nadu it was shifted to Pune and then it was called Maharashtra Open. Remember, Maharashtra Open takes place in Pune. It was won by South African player Kevin Anderson. He is world number 6 right now. Then let me tell you some short forms that can be asked in the exam. First is Kusum scheme. If you remember, it was announced in the budget. So Kusum stands for Kisan Urja Suraksha Evam Utthan Maha Abhiyan. Second is called PM Asha. It stands for Pradhan Mantri Annadata Aay Sanrakshan Abhiyan. RISE stands for Revitalizing Infrastructure and Systems in Education, and the funds will come from HEFA. The deadline is 2022. HEFA stands for Higher Education Financing Agency. 2022 is also the deadline for doubling of the farmers' income. Then the two initiatives for promoting higher education in India and research started by Ministry of HRD. One is called LEAP, one is called ARPIT. So LEAP stands for Leadership for Academicians Program. ARPIT stands for Annual Refresher Program in Teaching. FOCAL stands for Forum of Cargo Owners and Logistics Operators. Sathi is an initiative started by the Ministry of Power and the Ministry of Textile together. Ministry of Power, Ministry of Textile, Sathi, sustainable and accelerated adoption of efficient textile technologies to help small industries. Then there is a scheme started by the government of Gujarat, who was also in news because in a place called Vadodara, we have the first national rail university that has been opened in Vadodara. Gujarat government, to prevent anemia in women, they started Purna scheme. Purna stands for Prevention of Undernutrition and Reduction of Nutritional Anemia among Adolescent Girls. Adolescent girls are between the age of 14 and 18. And anemia means when there is a less hemoglobin in the body, that is called anemia. Name the senior deputy editor with the Hindu who was presented the Ramnath Goenka Excellence in Journalism Award for investigative reporting in the print category. Ramnath Goenka, he was the founder of Indian Express Group, and Ramnath Goenka Award was given to S. Vijay Kumar. Very important. Remember, the Hindu chairman is called N. Ram, and he won Raja Ram Mohan Roy Award also. Raja Ram Mohan Roy had founded the Brahmo Samaj and Atmiya Sabha. Indian Railways, they want that before the actual time of the departure of the rail, the train, you should arrive at least 15 to 20 minutes early, like you do at the airports. In airports, we do 2 hours before the actual departure of the flight, we do the check-in, right? This helps in maintenance of security. Now, this feature, that early arrival, has been initiated at two railway stations in India. Which are those? So one is the Allahabad railway station, and Allahabad railway station, it has been done because the Kumbh Mela, the Kumbh is going on in Prayagraj or Allahabad. And the second is Hubballi station, which is in Karnataka. Now please don't confuse Hubballi with Hooghly. Hooghly is in West Bengal. And next question is, India's 7 blue chip oil companies, including Indian Oil Corporation and Oil and Natural Gas Corporation, they signed an agreement with which Indian Institute of Technology to set up a center of excellence in oil, gas and energy. So Indian Oil Corporation, ONGC, they are all making a center of excellence in IIT Mumbai. Which state government has decided to cut the salary and also the allowance of the legislator if they create a ruckus in the assembly? This is very important because most of the sessions in the legislative assemblies, they fall prey to these ruckus. But now the salary will be deducted of all the members of legislative assembly of MLAs. This has been started by government of Madhya Pradesh. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he laid down the foundation stone of the Paradweep Hyderabad pipeline project. It will provide the connectivity to which 3 states? It's a long, almost 700-kilometer long pipeline. It will provide connectivity to these 3. Okay. So Odisha, Andhra and Telangana. Remember, this pipeline, the maximum length will be in Andhra Pradesh. Name the former international carom player who passed away recently. His name was Prakash Rele. With effective from 1st January 2019, there are 3 regional rural banks or RRBs which have been merged by the government. Which are these? One is Punjab Gramin Bank, second is the Malwa Gramin Bank, which is the third one? Third one is the Satluj Gramin Bank. Satluj is name of a river and it is a tributary of the Indus River. One more merger you need to remember, the Bandhan Bank. Remember, Bandhan Bank tagline is Aapka Bhala Sabki Bhalai, and it is headquartered in Kolkata. It was founded by a person called Chandrasekhar Ghosh. So it has merged with Grah Finance Company, and Grah Finance Company is basically a subsidiary of the HDFC Limited. Sterlite Copper Plant, which was shut down owing to the protest because Sterlite Copper Plant was polluting the environment in Tuticorin in Tamil Nadu. Okay, Tuticorin is also called Thoothukudi. I don't know how to pronounce it, but okay, Thoothukudi, something like that. And it is also called Tuticorin. So Sterlite copper plant was shut down. There were protests. There was firing. 11 people were killed. But now it has been reopened as per the order of the Supreme Court. And Sterlite copper plant is owned by a company called Vedanta. And Vedanta company is owned by this gentleman. His name is Anil Agarwal. According to CSO, Central Statistics Office, and according to Fitch, India's GDP will grow in the present financial year at 7.2%. According to Fitch, also 7.2. World Bank says 7.3. Reserve Bank of India says 7.5, 7.4. RBI says 7.4, and 7.3 is said by the World Bank. Malinda Pushpakumara, he's a bowler from Sri Lanka. He has got all 10 wickets in one single innings. So just remember the name Malinda Pushpakumara. According to the government, according to our Law and IT Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad, the Aadhaar will be made mandatory for which document? It will be made mandatory for driving license. The Lok Sabha has passed the Personal Laws Amendment Bill 2018. It seeks to remove which disease as a ground for divorce? It seeks to remove leprosy. Now the treatment for leprosy is easily available, and it should not be seen as a taboo, and therefore this cannot become an excuse to divorce your partner. Union government has allocated 10,900 crore, almost 11,000 crore rupees for the development of how many satellite launch vehicles in the next 4 years? How many satellite launch vehicles? Total 40 satellite launch vehicles will be launched. A parliamentary standing committee has recommended that which commission of India should be given statutory status. Statutory status should be given to Staff Selection Commission SSC so that it can do recruiting, and there is no legal status assigned to it because it was only made to decrease the workload on UPSC. Now remember, Arvind Saxena, he is the new chairman of the Union Public Service Commission. Government has announced a one-time financial assistance for rare diseases like thalassemia, hemophilia, all of these are rare diseases. Under which scheme? People who are suffering from rare diseases will be provided one-time financial assistance under the Rashtriya Arogya Nidhi. Rashtriya Arogya Nidhi. Cabinet has approved what percent quota for economically backward upper caste? Cabinet has approved 10% quota. For those upper caste which are economically backward, ceiling is 8 lakh rupees, which is their family income, or less than 5 acres of land. Who has won the Best Actor Award at the Golden Globe Awards? 76 Golden Globe Awards. The best actor is Rami Malek. Can you tell me for which movie did he win this award? Write down in comments. Indonesian company called Asia Pulp and Paper Group, they are setting up world's largest paper mill in which state? World's largest paper mill will be set up in Andhra Pradesh. World's largest cricket stadium is getting built in which of the following city? It is being built in Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad already has a stadium called Sardar Patel Stadium, Motera. Who is the author of the book called Lutyens Maverick? He was thrown out of the BJD party, Biju Janata Dal party. He was accused of infighting between the party, creating ruckus within the party, and he was thrown out. He is son of the famous industrialist Baijan Panda who passed away recently. His name is Jay Panda. Jay Panda. He wrote a book called Lutyens Maverick. As part of the Mission Shakti scheme, which state has announced interest-free loans of up to 3 lakh rupees for the women self-help groups in the state? Again, this is done by the government of Odisha. So Kalia Pitha Initiative, Kalia Initiative, Saur Jal Nidhi Initiative, Mo Bus Service, Mission Shakti, all by government of Odisha. Ministry of Railways, they want to go solar. So they have set up a target of generation of how much megawatt capacity solar power plants by the end of financial year 2021. That is by 31st March 2021. They want to have at least 1000 megawatt capacity. In which of the following states monkey fever has claimed 6 lives? Monkey fever is caused by a virus and it is also called KFD. So Karnataka is the state where monkey fever is spreading. Who has been appointed as the chairman of the Digital Payments Panel? This panel has been recruited by the government of India to focus attention on the digital progression in India. Nandan Nilekani has been made the chairman of this. In which district of Andhra Pradesh the Greenfield Airport was inaugurated? It is the 7th airport of Andhra Pradesh. It is in Kurnool. Who has joined International Monetary Fund as a chief economist, becoming the first woman to occupy this position? First woman chief economist of IMF is Geeta Gopinath. She is from India. Remember, IMF is headed by Christine Lagarde. Christine Lagarde is the is a president of IMF. IMF is headquartered in Washington DC, same place where we have the headquarters of the World Bank. Both are together called the Bretton Woods twins. Who has won the gold medal in the 78 kilogram category at the Senior National Women's Judo Championship? Senior National Women's Judo Championship was won by Rani. Sultan Muhammad V, he has given his resignation as the king of which country? This country's prime minister is Mahathir Mohamad, capital is Kuala Lumpur. It also has the Petronas World Twin Towers. It is Malaysia. Malaysia, truly Asia. The ministerial panel under Bihar Deputy Chief Minister Sushil Modi, he is the Deputy Chief Minister of Bihar, he is also the Finance Minister of Bihar. It has approved a levy or tax of 1% calamity cess by which state for a period of 2 years. Now, Sushil Modi panel has said that the government of Kerala should put 1% calamity cess because rebuilding process needs to be done. It will take years before Kerala can come to the way it was already existing before the floods. Who is the author of the book called A Crusade Against Corruption? This book was recently released by Manohar Manoj, written by Manohar Manoj. The Ministry of HRD, they have launched a 1000 points index to gauge the, to grade the, both grade and gauge the quality of school education offered by the states. So how many parameters will be there? There will be 70 parameters and points will be given out of 1000. World Bank President Jim Yong Kim, he is from South Korea, he is retiring now. He will step down from his position on February the 1st. He will assume the role of interim president in place of him. Basically, who will become the interim president till a permanent replacement is found? Kristalina Georgieva, she is the CEO of World Bank, she will become the president for a short while. Which country has decided to withdraw from a United Nations backed Anti-Corruption Commission? Anti-Corruption Commission, Guatemala is withdrawing from ACC. Odisha has got the license for third airport where? Rourkela. Rourkela will become the third airport. Already Odisha has airport in Jharsuguda and Bhubaneswar. The Citizenship Amendment Bill, it was passed by the Lok Sabha. It allows the persecuted minorities from Bangladesh, Pakistan and Afghanistan to apply for Indian citizenship after how many years of residence in India. So basically, lot of people are in minority in Bangladesh, Pakistan and Afghanistan, like the Hindus, the Jains, the Buddhists, the Sikhs. Basically, all the religions except Islam. They are minority and they are persecuted. A lot of discrimination they face, sometimes killing, genocide also. But they can stay in India for 6 years and they can get Indian citizenship. Earlier they needed to stay 12 years, but now it has been decreased by 50%. Ocean Dialogue was exchanged recently between India and which country? Ocean Dialogue. So the Prime Minister of Norway was on a visit to India. Her name is Erna Solberg. So the answer is Norway, and Ocean Dialogue was conducted between her and PM Modi. Norway's capital is Oslo. The world chess champion Magnus Carlsen is also from Norway. Who has taken charge as India's new ambassador to China? India's new ambassador to China is Vikram Mishri. He will replace Gautam Bambawale. Russian President Vladimir Putin has invited which leader as the chief guest at the Eastern Economic Forum that will take place in Vladivostok in September 2019. Russian President Vladimir Putin has invited Narendra Modi for the same. And Russian currency is ruble, capital is Moscow. Kallakurichi has become the newest district of Tamil Nadu. Which number district is it? It has been carved out of Valyapuram as the new district. It has become the 33rd district of Tamil Nadu, declared by Edapadi K. Pallaswamy, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. Navy will commission a new airbase in India called INS Kohasa. In which area? It will be done in Port Blair, capital of Andaman Nicobar. Andaman Nicobar also has volcanoes called Narcondam and Barren Island. The government of Arunachal Pradesh, they will construct a new airport which is called Holongi Airport. Now, where will it be conducted? It will be set up. Holongi Airport will come up in Itanagar, the capital of Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal CM is Pema Khandu. IITM, Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology, Pune, they have developed a mobile app which can give alert if there is any lightning or thunderstorm. What is the name of the mobile app? It is called Damini. Telangana government has been given the green light for the Sita Rama lift irrigation project. Sita Rama lift irrigation project, it will divert the water of which river? And this diverted water will irrigate the land. It will benefit 3 districts in Telangana. So it is the Godavari river. Godavari takes its origin from Nashik in Maharashtra. Name the first transgender woman to be appointed the National General Secretary of All India Mahila Congress. Her name is Apsara Reddy. Who has become the first Indian to head the Global Solar Council? Global Solar Council was set up in 2015. It has the headquarters in Washington DC. Please don't confuse it with International Solar Alliance, which is headquartered in Gurugram in Haryana. And his name is Pranav Mehta. He is the first Indian to head the Global Solar Council. Which ministry has launched an online campaign called Web Wonder Woman? Web Wonder Woman has been launched by the Ministry of Women and Child Development, headed by Maneka Gandhi. Her Lok Sabha constituency is Pilibhit, which is also a tiger reserve in UP. World Hindi Day was observed on which date? World Hindi Day was observed on 10th of January. Please don't confuse it with National Hindi Day, which is on 14th of September. So National Hindi Day 14th September, World Hindi Day January the 10th. Union Cabinet has approved Scheduled Tribe status to 6 communities of which state? Scheduled Tribe status will be given to 6 communities from Assam. World Bank has projected India's GDP growth to be what? For present financial year, 7.3% as per the World Bank, 7.4% as per the Reserve Bank of India. And according to CII, 7.5%. According to the World Economic Forum, India will become world's third largest consumer market after America and China in which year? India will become the third largest consumer market by 2030, only after America and China. ICC announced USA as their member. Which number member? Remember, ICC new CEO is Manu Sahani. Manu Sahani is the new CEO of ICC, and USA has become 105th member. Which country will host the African Cup for the 5th time? African Cup of Nations earlier was supposed to be hosted by Cameroon, but now it will be hosted by Egypt. Egypt's capital is Cairo. It is famous for River Nile and also for the pyramids, which are the wonders of the world. Which city traffic police has launched a mobile application called Police EI for the public to report on traffic violations to police and to keep a check on the same? Police EI is a mobile app launched by the Coimbatore police in Tamil Nadu. Also remember one more app, it is called Rodeo. It has been launched by the Chennai police. Who was conferred with the 2018 Confederations of African Football Player of the Year for second year in a row? He plays for Liverpool Football Club. His name is Mohamed Salah. Liverpool is a club based in England. Prime Minister Modi inaugurated the Ganga Jal project in which of the following cities? Ganga Jal project was inaugurated in Agra. This is a water supply project. Who is the author of the book We Are Displaced? It's a new book which is launched by Malala Yousafzai, the Nobel Peace Prize winner from Pakistan. Food Standard and Safety Authority of India, FSSAI, they have asked food businesses to comply with the new packaging norms by which date? The new date is July the 1st. Remember, according to the new rules, the food companies, they can't pack the food in the recycled plastics and also in the newspapers. 6 states have signed an agreement for the Renuka-ji Dam multipurpose project. Which of the following states has not signed it? UP, Haryana, Himachal, Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh is not a part of Renuka-ji Dam project. Okay, and Renuka-ji Dam project will benefit 6 states like Delhi, UP, Haryana, Himachal, etc. It will come up mainly on the river Yamuna and its tributaries called Tons and Giri. Su Sang Chang has been appointed as the Prime Minister of which country? He is the new Prime Minister of Taiwan. Taiwan's capital is Taipei, and Taiwan, the country as a whole, is called Chinese Taipei. Can you name a very important badminton player from Taiwan? Let's see who answers this question. Female badminton player. The cabinet has approved the establishment of 2 more All India Institute of Medical Science in which state? 2 AIIMS will be set up in Jammu Kashmir, 1 in Pulwama and 1 in Samba. 1 will be in Rajkot in Gujarat, 1 will be in Bibinagar in Telangana, and 1 will be in Madurai in Tamil Nadu. Banker turned politician Meera Sanyal passed away. She was associated with which political party? She was a banker. She was the president of the Royal Bank of Scotland. Then she joined politics. She was a member of the Aam Aadmi Party. She died of cancer. Which country has topped the Henley Passport Index? The most powerful passport in the world 2 years in a row is the Japanese passport. What is the rank of India in the Economist Democracy Index? India's rank is a very poor 41. According to the Economist, we are a flawed democracy. India's longest 300-meter single-lane steel cable suspension bridge was inaugurated in which state? India's longest 300-meter single-lane steel cable suspension bridge was inaugurated in Arunachal Pradesh. Nicolas Maduro has become the president once again of which country? He has become the president again of Venezuela, the country in complete turmoil. Venezuela's capital is Caracas and the currency is Bolivar. Who has been named Chef de Mission for the 2020 Tokyo Olympic? 2020 Tokyo Olympics will be there, and Chef de Mission will be Birendra Prasad Vaishya. Chef de Mission is basically a manager of the team. National Youth Day was observed on which day? It is the birthday of Swami Vivekanand on January the 12th. And Swami Vivekanand Guru was Ramakrishna Paramhans. The GST Council in their latest meeting, 32nd meeting of the GST Council, they decided to increase the GST registration threshold limit to how much lakh rupees from 20 lakh. They have doubled it, now it is 40 lakh. So any new startup earlier had to register for GST if its turnover was more than 20 lakh per annum, but now it need not if it is less than 40 lakh per annum. Which state has topped the medal tally with 37 gold medal in the Khelo India Youth Games? And remember, Khelo India Youth Game took place in Pune. this time. And remember one person, Abhinav Shaw, he became the youngest gold medalist. He was only 10 years old. So 37 gold medals were won by Maharashtra, second was Delhi, and third was Haryana. The Indian Space Research Organization ISRO, it is setting up a human space flight center in which city? ISRO will set it up in Bengaluru, where we have the headquarters of ISRO. K. Sivan is the chairman, and Human Space Flight Center will basically help in the space mission of India, which we need to realize by 2022. After Andhra Pradesh and West Bengal, which state has become the third state to withdraw the general consent given to CBI to probe the cases in the state? CBI, now the permission will not be given to the CBI to investigate cases in Chhattisgarh also. After Andhra and West Bengal, Chhattisgarh new chief minister is Bhupesh Baghel, and Zoramthanga is the new chief minister of Mizoram. Asutosh Aman, he is a left-arm spin bowler. He has broken the old record of Bishan Singh Bedi by taking 65 wickets in one Ranji Trophy season. He is from which state? He is from Gaya. Gaya is in Bihar. Also remember, there is a sweet dish in Bihar. It is called Silao Khaja. It was given the geographical indicator tag. Silao Khaja is from Nalanda district, Rajgir. Securities and Exchange Board of India, they have constituted a research advisory committee. It will be headed by which person? It will be headed by Shankar De, who has become the first woman to do the trekking of this mountain, which is called Agastya Kudam Peak. High Court had lifted the ban and allowed the entry of women to this peak. The first woman to do so is K. Dhanya Sanal. Government e-marketplace has launched an initiative called What to enable the women entrepreneurs and self-help groups to sell different products at the platform. This government e-marketplace, especially for women, will be called Womania on GEM. Who has become the first Indian batsman to score 5 centuries in one day in Australia? His name is Rohit Sharma. Which team has become the first cricket team to win 1000 games? It is Australia, and their 1000th win was the first one day match between India and Australia at the Sydney Cricket Ground. And the first ever cricket match was played between Australia and England at the Melbourne Cricket Ground in 1877. The Election Commission, they have appointed a committee that will look to modify the campaigning criteria, especially during the last 48 hours when the campaigning is not permitted. This committee was constituted under the chairmanship of which person? Who is the chairman of this committee? It is Umesh Sinha. And Sunil Arora is the Chief Election Commissioner of India. Who has broken the Kamlesh Mehta's record by becoming table tennis champion 9 times? It is Sharat Kamal. Sharat Kamal is now 9 times champion, and he has broken the record of Kamlesh Mehta, and he defeated G. Satyan in the final. Former Indian player Mahendra Singh Dhoni, former Indian skipper, not player, Indian captain Mahendra Singh Dhoni has become which number cricketer to score 10,000 runs in one day matches? After Sachin, Saurav Dravid and Virat Kohli, he has become the 5th Indian cricketer to do so. Shri Hari Nataraj has won 7 gold medals in swimming in the Khelo India Youth Game. He is from which state? So he is a prodigy to look forward to. He is from Karnataka. Government has flagged off which van to promote and create awareness about we need to conserve oil and gas. Now, which vans will be used to promote this? Which van will be used to make people aware about the need for conserving oil and gas? These vans are called Saksham vans. Who has been appointed as the Director General of the Sashastra Seema Bal? Sashastra Seema Bal is at the border of Nepal and Bhutan. It protects the border between India and Nepal and India and Bhutan. So earlier it was SS Daswal, now it is Kumar Rajesh Chandra. Kumar Rajesh Chandra is the new Director General of SSB. The government has unveiled its much awaited National Air Cargo Policy, which wants to make India among the top 5 countries in terms of air freight market by which year? Air cargo is not very popular in India. In India, the maximum transport of goods takes place by trains. So the freight railways is very popular. But now we want to become top 5 air freight market also by 2025. Very ambitious target. Who has received the first ever Philip Kotler Award? Philip Kotler is a marketing guru, and the first ever Philip Kotler Award has been given to the Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi. Narendra Modi also won Champions of Earth Award. He also won the Seoul Peace Prize recently. Name the first Hindu who has been elected to the American Congress. She will run for president in 2020 opposite Donald Trump. Her name is Tulsi Gabbard. And Kamala Harris is a governor from California. She's a senator from California. And Tulsi Gabbard is the main. Kamala Harris will try to shoot her down because she also has presidential ambition, and so does Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama could also run for president, and her latest book is called Becoming. She is wife of Barack Obama. Parliamentarians of the Republic of Macedonia, they have voted to change their country's name to what? Republic of Macedonia will now be called Republic of North Macedonia. Macedonia's capital is Skopje. Mohammad Zulfikar Uddin passed away. He used to play which sport? He was a great player of football. Who has received the honorary membership of the Sydney Cricket Ground for contribution to the sport of cricket? So Indian captain and coach, that is Ravi Shastri and Virat Kohli, they have got the membership of Sydney Cricket Ground. Which state has become the first state to grant 10% quota? 10% quota, first state to do so is Gujarat. They have adopted the central government's act. Who is going to head the 7-member committee to look into the revenue shortfall because of GST? After goods and services tax was applied from 1st of July 2018, there is a shortfall in the revenue of the states and this will be compensated. But there are issues which needs to be resolved and these will be resolved by Sushil Modi committee. Which state has launched One Family, One Job scheme? It has been launched by the government of Sikkim, the first open defecation free and the only organic state of India. Pawan Chamling is the longest serving CM. Private sector company IDFC Bank. What will be their new name? They have acquired Capital First, so their new name will be IDFC First. India will take over the operations in Myanmar's Sitwe port. So remember, Sitwe port is on the western coast of Myanmar. It opens into the Bay of Bengal and India will now run Sitwe port. Myanmar's president is Win Mint. Asian Cup gold medalist Shakil Ahmed, he has made a world record. He completed indoor rowing of almost 1 lakh meter in the above 40 years category. He has made a world record. Nobody has done the rowing for 1 lakh meter. Shakil Ahmed has done it. Also remember Pakistan wicketkeeper, batsman and captain, Pakistani skipper Sarfaraz Ahmed. He has made a new record. He has broken the record of MS Dhoni and Adam Gilchrist. So Adam Gilchrist and MS Dhoni, they took 8 catches as wicketkeeper and as a captain. Sarfaraz has taken 10 catches. This happened in a test match against South Africa. Also remember Trishna Natural Gas Project. It has been started in Gomati district in Tripura by ONGC. What is Trishna Natural Gas Project? So it has got the environment clearance. There is a Trishna Wildlife Sanctuary in Gomati district in Tripura. The natural gas will be taken out by ONGC now. There is a committee that has been set up by Madras High Court. It is called Cherukuri Raghavendra Babu Committee. It's an expert committee about the invasive alien species which are plaguing the Western Ghats. So Western Ghats is becoming it is being affected by the foreign invasive species, plants and animals both. So now there is a expert committee made by the Madras High Court. Chairman will be Cherukuri Raghavendra Babu. Also the government of India, they have drafted a 5-year action plan to address the drug abuse in the country from 2018 to 2023. This action plan is from 2018 to 2023. India and Myanmar, they are doing their second military exercise. It is for the UN peacekeeping mission and this exercise is called IMBEX. IMBEX 2018-19, it has commenced at the Chandi Mandir military station in Chandigarh in Haryana. So this was the complete video for the part 1 of January. The finest quality current affairs you will get anywhere on internet. I challenge. So you can be very confident if you watch this video, go in any exam. Tomorrow there is IBPS clerk mains and 70% of the questions will be from this just one video. So this is the confidence that I have in my own abilities and of course on your studying. If you don't study, what can I do? Anyways, so do like, comment, share and subscribe this video. If you liked it, try to bring it in trending just like the Hindi videos every day. And let me remind you that Study IQ is running a Republic Day sale. Study IQ has some of the best courses, self-prep courses available, Android, pen drive courses, tablet courses, you name it, we have it. We have the courses for more than 70 exams including SSC, Bank PO, UPSC, State PCS courses, professional teaching exam, railways exam, RBI insurance, DMRC, NABARD, law exam. All are mentioned on the screen and many more. Just visit our website studyiq.com for more detail. See you next time. God bless you. Take care.